Okay, so good morning and good evening, everybody, and welcome back in today's class. Today we are going to be do a more in the ServiceNow area. Okay, and now I can say that we are starting with kind of a development. So in short, we will be entering into the development world. Okay, before we go and discuss about that, a small topic we will cover, and this is an exercise for everybody to do in the instance. Okay, so as we discuss about a concept called the update set, right? Update set. So now what we'll do, as we are going to be start the development, so we'll make sure that we have update set created in the instance, and every logic must capture in that, so that after few days I will show you that how we can migrate our code from dev to test. Means from my instance to some other instance. But before that, we have to be start with the update set. Okay. So what you have to be do? We know that what update set contain. Update set contain the logics, the business logic, the code, and all. Okay. Okay. So now we have to be capture that. And how we can capture? We will create our update set. So we have two ways. Either you can go here and click on the update set, or you can go here and search for the update set. So every developer, when they start the development of any of the requirement, they create the update set. So now let's assume that we are a developer and we are going to be learn the development in ServiceNow. So I want to make sure that I capture everything in my update set. So tomorrow, if Atul says, okay, Rajesh, can you move my code in your system? You're able to do that part quickly. Okay, so we can say local update set here. By default, ServiceNow give me a default update set. You can see here, right? Here. It means if you did not create any update set, all the development will be go in this particular update set. So understand it from the simple example. If you did not pack your boxes separately, then it means everything will be going in this default box, which is not good, because maybe later on, maybe let's say none of us creating an update set and everything has been captured in the default one. Now I want to know how many changes has been done by Rajesh, how many done by Valentine, and how many done by the Ola. But I don't want to push or to move or to migrate Ola changes in the other instance. Then it is going to be tough. So out of 100 changes, how you will be able to find out that this many changes has been done by the Ola? And there can be dependency as well. There can be interrelationship as well. Maybe Rajesh and Ola done the changes on the same file. Then whose changes will go forward? So it is always recommended. It is always recommended. If you are a developer and you want to be develop something, it can be a dot, it can be a line of 100 code, code of 100 lines or 1000 lines, or maybe one word. Better to create the update set. That is must and the recommended approach for a developer. So now I go ahead and click on the new. So I am going to create update set for myself, and everybody need to create the update set in the system for yourself. Okay, let me give it a try again. Okay, so now come here. So what is the update set name? I am putting my name here. So you need to be created by your name, Rajesh Ola Will underscore batch 10. Okay, so before you start today's homework, you have to be create the update set. State should be in progress. Means in progress means I want that everything should be captured in this part, in this box. So like what happened when we shifting a house and we invite or we call that movers and packers. Sir, please give me the things which you want to put in a box. I put 10 things. Okay, sir, it's done now. I put in the next box. So it means in progress means till it is in the in progress, I'm capturing everything in this particular update set. Now what is the parent? So when you create the update set, you need to put my update set as a parent. See, because we are in a batch, when we move the code in the next instance, we'll move in a batch only. So if you want, you can put, if you don't want, you don't put. That's fine. Then the release date, when it is going to be in the production deployment or the next environment, you can put it the date. And if you want to put some description, you can put it. Now there are two things. One is submit and make current. Means submit means, okay, I'm just creating it. I don't want any action on this. What is make and submit and make current? It means I'm submitting it, and I want now my changes should be captured in the update set. So when I click on the submit and make a current, then you will get a notice here on the screen. Why not? It did not change it as of now. So now you can see it has been changed. It's showing my update set. So if you log in and you create it in your instance, it will show your name and you will see it's a red color. What this means, the red color means that now you are not using the default one. You're using your own update set. That is the kind of a tip, or I can say trick I can to say to understand that, okay, this is the update set I'm using it. Okay. Clear everybody till this point? Any doubt? Because now these are the development steps and we cannot skip. Purpose we know that why we need the update set. How we know how to do this part, we just created one, and now forget. Let's not discuss anything about update set for the next 20 days minimum. So when we move our code from one instance to another instance, then we discuss it now. But without this, you will not start your work today. That is very much important to understand. Okay. Now the next concept is called the table. Okay. What is table? In short, combination row and column is called the table. It stores records right? On the top, on the heading, we have a column like C1, C2, C3, and here we have a row 1, row 2, row 3, wherever we got saved. ServiceNow also follow the same fundamental. ServiceNow also follow the same fundamental. It is following the concept of the row and column. In short, it is following the concept of the table. Like you see here, right? We go here, user admin, click on this. It is table. You go here and search for the incident. See, table. You go here and search for the change. Table. You go here and search for the task. Table. You go here and search for the CMDB. Table. It means this is clear. The fundamental is table only. Okay. If you remember that on that day we discussed about this part. What happened? That how to bring this one. So it is a plugin I installed here, and that is called the environment marker. These are the tricks which has been used by the developer. Why this has been required for me? Anybody know? Why I use this environment marker? Any idea? What is the use case? Let's say I open 3 instances with the same look and feel. Dev 8627 like this with this name. And these are the practical things which we are discussing. 271 test 86271 prod 86271. Okay, let's say, or here I go. Let's say I open one more and one more. Now you are a developer. Definitely you are a developer, so you are a very busy man because you need to be work on the logic. Now, can you tell me if it's contain dev, it contain test, it contain prod? How you know that it is a dev, test, or prod? It is tough to identify by just reading the name, because someone well said, a picture has 1,000 words. Actions speak louder than words. This is what the example here. What happened earlier? Okay, even though in the UI 15 or in the previous property or instance, ServiceNow say that you can change the background color as well. This one. So what people do for the dev, they have a red color. For the production, they have a green color. And for the test, they have a yellow color. So that by seeing the color, they should know, oh, it is not a production, or it is a production. I should not update it here directly. Then companies think, oh, it's not that much working. Let me create one plugin, and they create the environment marker. So I created this one now. So I know that I'm working on the PDI now. In my official instances as well, I have 3 markers, one for dev, one for test, one for production. Because sometimes my developers say, Atul, can you test this story? Then I should know where I need to do it. Right? So to avoid the confusion in between, the instances, I can use this method. Okay, so now we are on the table format here. That okay, we know that it is a table. Now the thing is that how or what type of tables available in ServiceNow? Anybody have any idea? What type of tables available in ServiceNow? Or what is the concept of table in ServiceNow? There's a concept called, or there's a type called core table and base table. These are two terms which are very confusing. I'm telling you, and generally I don't use my words to define these tables. I preferably go on the ServiceNow community or some standard words on the internet. What is core and what is base? Core and base are not interchangeable. Number one point. The definition looks similar, but not same. Okay. So core says something which is given by ServiceNow out of the box. That is a core table. And base table says table which don't have any parent but have a child. It's called the base table. Now let's come here for the understanding part. Core and base tables in ServiceNow. So generally I prefer the community because community has a right answers. Okay. So if I go here, let's see what it is asking. See. Table that exists in the base system is called the core table. Now you are getting a more confusion. Table that exist in the base system are the core table. They are created by ServiceNow and provided within the base system. So it means if you are purchasing your PDI or you're getting your PDI and the tables you are getting from the system are the core tables. I'm not saying these are the base. No, these are the core tables. Okay. To understand the list of the core table, one should understand the concept of the base, parent, and the child classes. Yes, important. So this is what we have our here as well. This one. So you can see here. Parent class. Let me confuse a lot today. Parent class means which don't have any other parent and other classes extracted from there. We as a human being know that me, my father, my father's fathers, my father's fathers, my father's fathers, my father's father, and my father, for a lot of father and father and the father and the father. But none of us know the first father name from where this family started. Nobody know, but we see, yes, I am a human being, so my father, then their father, then his father, his father, his father, kind of things. So those are the parent. Maybe We tell to kids, human beings, we are sent by God on the earth. Like someone say Adam and Eve story. In Indian culture, we say that Manu was the first person who was sent by God on the earth. We said that our ancestor was like monkeys, and from there they started from 4 legs, then 2 legs, 2 hands. They started, and they get evolution in that area. So parent class means a class which don't have any parent on the top of that. So that is the first part. Let me see here if someone put it here. Let go here. There is an I generally prefer the committee here. Yes, this is good one. This is given by ServiceNow. Okay, this one. So it is says a parent, child, and code table. A child table is extended from a parent table. So what we're discussing about the parent here, that's something which don't have any parent on the top of that. That become the parent table. A parent can be a base and a core. So parent can be a base and a core. But questions still remain. Atul, what is the core table? So base table, we understand that tables which has been given by ServiceNow. So what is this saying? The table that exists in the base system are the called tables. So the core tables. Okay. Here, let come. Base means which is the core. So let's say if I want to build a house, what is the base? The foundations are the base. If you want to build a house, if you want to build a shop, what the constructor do? They dig the complete place. Then they put some space and they put the bricks. Then they put the concrete or some other material. That is called the base. That now the complete building will be set up on the top of that. That is called the base table. There is no parent for that. This is the base. If you remove this, building will be destroyed completely, fell down completely. This is what the concept of the base. Now, what is the code table? Now, if you see here, table that exists in the base system are the code tables. It means the table which is provided by ServiceNow are the core table as well. Are the core table as well, but this can be extended from the base table. Let's come here and see. To understand the list of the code table, one should understand the concept of the parent and child. So table that exists under the table is called the child class, and the table it extend is called the parent class. It means, so like simple thing. I give you an example. We are extended or we are extending the rituals, the etiquettes, the manners, or the religious thing from our parents. So we are the child and we are the core. Why core? Because we are getting few things as it is from the family. So when a child take birth, nobody tell, hey, your surname is this. As soon as he came into the picture, he came into existence, he came in world, people start calling his name, Mr. X Junior, Mr. Y Junior. That is the core table. He's getting that name, he's getting his surname, he's getting father names from the base. So child means something which is extended from the other table. This extend and extending words are very important here. When we create the tables, we'll know this thing. And why the core? It is again given by ServiceNow. So like incident, change, problem are the core table, but they are the they are the child table as well. User table is a core, but not a child, because user table did not extend it from any other table. Okay, so let me go back at this place again and we'll see the same example, because these are the things which are the standards given by ServiceNow. Okay, so example, task table. Child tables are change, incident, and problem. Configuration item CMDB is a base table, and the other tables extended from there itself. So task table is such a table, making it both the base class and the parent class, because from we extended the task table for our incident, change, and problem, but it is a base as well. Now the question come, Atul, is a task table is a core as well? Yes, it is a core as well, which is given by service, which is coming in service now by default. Now tell me, any doubt, any question, any clarity required? Rajesh, Namrata, Ola, Valentine, any doubt?
I'm good, Abdul, at this point in time. Maybe tomorrow I may have.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so this is the basic understanding about the tables. And I tell you, if you want to know a little bit more about the table, okay, I prefer go to the ServiceNow fundamental training, and they have a complete detailed discussion about this part. What is base? What is core? What is this thing? Okay, so now let's come here and create
So,
the table. Sorry, go ahead.
two questions. So, looking at the table, can we identify it as core or base?
Yes.
Okay. A second question is, what is the importance of core, and like, do we really need to know if it is a core table, like, or a base table? Why, no, in a day-to-day work, how it is important for me to know
Yes.
or
Okay.
not to know?
Yes. So for your first question, even though I answered as a yes, but there are flags available. There's a fields available on the table level. By seeing this, you can say here it is a base and core. Second point, why we need to be understand this thing in day-to-day life. Because it is, see, now if I put example of a house will not fulfill my requirement here. Now, okay, let me give example. Let's say Rajesh has built up a new house approximately 5 years back. It is a 3 BHK house, good, a garage, big kitchen. Okay, one room for Rajesh and his wife, one for his parents, and one for his kid. That's fine. Okay, life was going very well now. Now, after some time, or maybe again, another child came in your family, and your younger child is also getting the elder now. Okay, so now he's 10 or 15, I guess. A second one is just 12 or 13. Both are the brothers, one brother, one sister. They're fighting with each other. It's my room, it's my room, it's my room, it's my room, it's my room. Rajesh thought, no, no, it's not going to be work. Let me have a one more room here in the house. But it is not possible. That is not quickly or easily possible, right? So in this case, you will put your thought how I can extend my requirement, or how I can solve this requirement so that my both kids have a two separate rooms. Okay. In this case, two options. Either you buy a new house, 4 BHK house. Simple. It means you are going to get a new table. Or you are making a plan. Let me cut short the living room and put a new room in the, put a partition and make a new room there. So at that point of time, you should know that if you want to add a new field in the table, what is the best place? Shall I extend or shall I put the new room in the parent table so that anybody can use? If tomorrow guest will come, maybe you can ask your daughter, hey, can you shift with the brother only for 1 or 2 days? And you can give her room to the guest as well, right? So that is the thing that we should know in day-to-day life, that what table we are working. So that if tomorrow we need to do some customization, we need to be create a field, we should know that where to be create. Okay, and these are the things which has been done by the architect. Let's say I give you the example. Okay, let's say I'm talking about the task table. As of now, you guys are not aware that what is the task table, but it is the base and the core. Okay, it contains approximately 70 fields. Okay, our incident table has been created with the help of the task table. Means task is a base for same. So it means incident table also have a 70 field plus 5 fields of incident table. Okay. Now you have a requirement. Your customer says, Rajesh, in my previous system, in my previous tool, I have another field that has a flag. And that flag says, let me think about the another field, a good field, which can be applicable for others as well. Huh. I in the previous tool, I have a flag that is called the RAG, RAG, red, amber, or green. And I want that field to be available in the ServiceNow as well. Rajesh said, okay, let me check. Rajesh go in ServiceNow, check the task table. He did not find any relevant field. He go and check in the incident table. He did not find any relevant field. What is the meaning of the relevant here? How the architect actually work? This is the beauty we have to be seen now. When I say the relevant one, let's say in the task table, I have a 70 fields. Rajesh, as an architect, open the task table and see, is any field which is checkbox and not used in any other places. If he find, he will tell to the customer, yes, I'll create a field. I'll give me the label name. I'll do it for you. If there's a no field available, then Rajesh says, sorry, we need to create a new field. Now the question comes, where to create that field? Shall I create on the incident table? Shall I create on the task table? The benefit of incident table is that only incident records can be used this. I'll I'll put another question to customer. Hey, tell me, is this rag field has been used in other tables as well? Like change, problem. He said, yes. Now I'm sure that I should create this field on the task table. Because if tomorrow I'm going to be create a new table from the help of the task table, I will get that field as well for the usage. This is the reason, Rajesh, we should know that which table on which table we are working. It's a base or it's a core. We have to be decide that where this field need to be created. Preferably we go for the task field creation on the parent only or the base only. But remember one more thing, that how the things has been changed now. Okay, approximately 3 to 4 releases back, ServiceNow did not charge any amount for any new field creation. Okay, so it means if you have a requirement, you go and you create your own table and you can create any number of fields. But now ServiceNow charge for the same. So they provided a set of guidelines and I'm giving you that homework to you guys. In the Google, try to find out custom table, custom table field creation PDF, something similar this name. It is three-page PDF only. Try to find out and read that. Now what they're saying that if you want to create your own table, number one, if you want to create a table by your own, it is neither a base, neither a core. Then what type of table it is? It is a custom table because you are creating for your purpose. See, when you purchase a flat from a builder, it is 2 bedroom, kitchen, toilet, and everything is there. Now, if you want to make one more room in that, you're making it the customization. Okay, so it's called the custom table. So now ServiceNow say, okay, you can create the custom table, but you have to follow some rules. So if, as far as I remember, you can create, I guess, 20 tables as a custom table, but there should be some base for the same. And I guess 25 fields each table you can create as a free of cost. But after that, it will be chargeable. ServiceNow is right on that part because they need to maintain the database. Why are not you using the out of the box system which I'm giving to you? Why you want to create a new table by your own? So these concepts you will learn in day-to-day practice when you interact with the technical teams, architects, developers. Then you come to know these things in a going manner. Few things we will cover. If I get an example, I got an experience, I'll put it upfront in that area. Yes, Rajesh, go ahead now.
Yeah, Atul, I'm good. So what happens if, example, let's say I have a team which is a just of developers level.
Hmm.
No, example, no architect is there, no kind of senior person is there, and is and they create a new table. No, no, not as an example parent table, but maybe child table. But it was supposed to be a parent table. Uh, what could be the long-term consequences, or how it will it really affect any or break anything, or it is just not the best practice?
Okay. So so let's take example that you tell to your kid, it may be a boy or girl, that hey, can you paint this house? So now you can imagine what he or she will do. Number one, maybe it's not exact a paint. More than that, create a mess for you. It's not in the symmetric manner. Okay, the color combinations are not good. So these are the things which are the consequences. Number one, first point, if you are creating a custom table, doesn't matter for me that you are extending or not. Matter for me that why it's a need to create a custom table. I work in a lot of projects in service now. To create a single field in a service now, we have to be take approval from the design boards. Every company has the authority boards that if you want to make any change in the out of the box service now, then you have to be take approval from the authority boards. Because number one, it shows you the lack of the architect availability. Because maybe the developers to whom you're working, they're not that much experience. They're just maybe 1 or 2 years experience. They did not have a depth knowledge. If you create a lot of fields, lot of tables, tomorrow when you upgrade your service now, then you're gone completely. Because it can be harmful that what new changes are coming, maybe not fitting up your this thing tables. And also up to test, up to beta, ServiceNow did not charge a cost. As soon as you put that table in the production, they will charge it from you. So as I'm again telling it, you say, Atul, what? Come on, there is one field I need to be created. Why are you making so much fuss? No, it is not allowed that much. At least in my previous projects where I work, it was clearly said you cannot create a new field on the table. It is not allowed. We need a strong business justification. Then these things happen. Otherwise, no. And ServiceNow also say we will learn a concept called the customization. ServiceNow say why you want to do the customization. There are the few reasons. Number one, there is some contractual agreements which you have with your customer, which you cannot achieve by out of the box. Second, you have some regulations, regulatory frameworks, or maybe government frameworks, which you cannot cut short or bypass. Then you need to be go for this particular thing. Otherwise, there's no other reason which ServiceNow justified. Yes, you should go for this particular reasons. Like when this Brexit happened, what actually happened in the IT industry? They start putting the separate servers. They start getting the logins for the VDI or from remote desktop. You cannot access directly India to UK or some other countries. This is what the regulatory framework I'm talking here. If you want to do the business in UK with the UK government or the European countries, you have to be put a VDI in between. No, your employee from India or any other country cannot access the data from the UK easily. They have to be log into the VDI from remote desktop. They have to be come here. You cannot copy paste from one instance to the other instance like this. So these are the things which is required. Clear, Rajesh, now?
Yes, Atul. Yeah. Thank you.
Now let's proceed further on that part. Okay. So we're talking about the base table and the code table. Now let me show you. So I go here and it's a table. And I click on the this one. Under system definition, click on the tables. Now, first of all, let me show you that the base and the code table. That is called the task. This thing you know. If it is empty, it is a base table. And it is a code table as well. Because it is given by ServiceNow. This one. Extend and extensible. Both have a difference. I am not taking any property from my father. Then for my kid, I am a base. But I'm allowing my kid to use my property to build his property is called extensible. Who can extend me is called extensible. To whom I am extending is called extend. So if it is a blank, it is a base table. If it is a fill, let me show you. This one. Then it is called the child table. It is still core. Yes, it is still core. See, it is still core because it is given by ServiceNow, but it is a child, not a parent now. Because in this, if you see, it is extended from the task. But incident table say nobody can extend me. I'm putting as a false here. Okay, so by viewing this part, you can say that what is core, what is base table here. And rest things come from the experience as well, Rajesh. Okay, now let go ahead and open the task table. This one. Okay, so this is a task table because once a table has been created, it is not easy that you can change the extended extensible this thing flags on the form level. You can do on the list level, but not on the form level. Okay, so now this is my core table. This is my base table. This is my parent table. This table contains the total 70 fields as of now because I did not activate any other plugin till now in my instance. If I activate, maybe the fields will be increased. The field count will be increased. Okay. So now the question come, Atul, why task? As of now, I have no answer. Why task? ServiceNow create this table, give us a task table and make it as a base and the core. So in this table, if you notice, let me open the incident table in the parallel so that I can show you that how these things work now. I'm trying to make this topic different from the other session topics because in the previous sessions I pick up this topic, but I got a feedback that sometimes it get confused. Okay, so I'm doing some practical part in the parallel. So now tell me this number, from where this number is coming. It is a coming from the incident table. It's coming from the task table. Atul, come on, how will know? Shortcut, right click and show number. It is coming from the task table. This is the, it means incident table is my child table because, so okay, when I say, okay, Rajesh, you're getting a rituals, you're getting the etiquettes from where? Let's say it is sometimes it is a well example has been set up. Let's say someone child in the school, someone child did a prayer on the stage. It was a cultural program or some open stage program, and teacher announced on the assembly, anybody want to perform something, he or she can come on the stage. There's a child go on the stage and put a good prayer, something up in the front of the assembly. Then what the teacher says, the first thought in the teacher's mind, these things kids learn from their parents. We call that as a sanskar. The, the good point, the good things you are learning from your parents. This is what we are talking here. From where this number field is coming, this is coming from the task table. It means this number field has no existence in the incident because we extended the incident table from the task. So I'm using the task field here. Now Namrata has a question. Atul, it means every field is on the task table. No, no, never, never, never. Let's see. Category, show category. It is from the incident table, not from the task table. Why? Maybe why ServiceNow did not put that category in the task table? Maybe they think that it is not useful for every table which is going to be extended. So they put in the incident table, not in the task table. That is the reason. Another point, Rajesh, coming to your point. It is important to understand which table I need to be extend. Let's say Rajesh want to build a new room for his daughter. He should very carefully evaluate that which room I should put as a partition. Shall I put the partition on the hall, or shall I put a partition in the sunroom, or shall I put the partition in the parent room or in his own room? It is very much important because once the partition put, it is tough to make a change. Generally what happened? This is a weird example, but let me give you. When I purchased a flat in Pune approximately 4 years back, okay. When I go for a visit, he says, "Sir, this is on the second floor." Then I say, "Hey boss, I want to make a change in the toilet seat. There were two toilets, so I want one as an English seat and one as an Indian seat." He says it is not possible. I said, "Why?" He said, "Because the flooring has been done, waterproofing has been done, and seat has been set up now. We cannot make, or sorry, not seat. The drainage system has been set up now, so we cannot make a change." This is what created and created. Maybe Rajesh says, "Atul, it's not that much tough for me, or it is not why you're making so complicated." The reason is being, it is a schema. If you make a change in the schema, your data is going to be impacted. And in production, nobody can take a guarantee about the data, right? So let's say now it's a festival season is coming, specifically in here UK and other, because Christmas is coming now. So yesterday I visited a store, a very big store. Generally we go for the grocery and other things. They change the placements of the toys now. They are changing the placement of the toys now. So earlier it was in the first row. Now it is on the chocolate side row. Because Christmas is coming, people buy chocolates, kids buy toys, gifts, and all that things. They did not change the schema. They just changed the viewing part. But if they remove the complete row from there, then it is schema change. Then people get confused. Oh yeah, earlier I was getting the things here, but now it's not available here. Maybe let me ask to the assistants here, or maybe I'll see from other shop. That is the reason we did not make a change easily. And here the need of the architect is important. We need to be evaluate the parameters where in which table I need to be do. Movements are still easy. Okay, I created one field on the incident. Can I move to the task table? It is still easy, but not that much, because in the background a lot of scripts has been changed. You have to be change the addresses. Now if I give example, in this example, I was staying on the fourth floor in the same building earlier, and now I'm staying on the fifth floor. For a people, it's just a one floor change. But for me, it's a big task. I have to update all the records. Banking, gas, electricity, water supply, my medical, my kids' schools, in my office as well. So it's a big change. But for the people, when they say, "Hey, I'm staying in the first floor, now I'm shifting to second floor." Oh, you just shifted the next door. Simply they do end this part. But they did not know the pain which I'm facing, to making sure that all my letters should go in my new address now. This is what the need of the architect is here. So now we're discussing about the task table. Okay, so ServiceNow says that there are few limited fields I'm giving you as a part of the task table, because I think these can be useful by the other tables as well, like maybe incident, maybe change, maybe problem, maybe request, maybe knowledge, where you want to be extend. you can use this part. Okay, so these are the few fields ServiceNow give, and every field has a type. So if I go here, what type of field it is? What is the difference between these two? This also give me a list, and this also give me a list. Then what is the difference between these two? This is a reference type. It means the field you are showing here referring to some other table. I give the example. Nowadays, with the God grace, when I started this training part, people start referring me to their friends, their colleagues, their relatives as well. 2 days back, I got a message on a WhatsApp that I got your reference from one of my cousins whose friend has been done some online training from you and referred me for your training now. This is what the reference field here. Who is the actual reference is staying some other place, but referring to me for the training. This is what this reference will do. If you see this caller ID, even though it is on the incident table, the field is on the incident table, but the data is coming, the details are coming from the user table. Simple, we all are the human being. Generally what we do, we ping to someone else, hey, I got a reference from Rajesh. Rajesh, he's working in a company. Okay, tell me what happened. So I'm referring to the company. I'm taking the data from the company field, but I'm referring to the friend list here. This is what the reference field do. Reference means if you update the foundation data in the reference, it will be available here. And it is not the reference. It is a choice list category. You can see here. Choice. It is very interesting topic. And think and search. It is a selection like this. It's a choice. But why ServiceNow keep it as a string type? Think about this. Think. If you go here, you will find it's a choice. That definitely the question come in the mind. I thought it's a choice type. But no, ServiceNow, it did not say it's a choice. It's a string type. Let me show you something else. I get this one straight. See, it's integer type. Come on. These are the core areas. Why it is integer when we are showing it's a drop down? New, close, in progress, open, resolved. Why it is an integer type? Why it is not a string type? See and find out these differences. Okay, so now these are the choice list. And ServiceNow, not ServiceNow say, but industry practice says don't put more than 10 drop down in a choice list. That is not recommended. More than 10 is not recommended. We still put 30 I'm using in my project now in a change. But that is a requirement now. And these are not the customization, the data you're putting. No, it is a foundation data you're building. It's not a customization. Okay. So now what I will do now, let go and create a table because I want to give you homework for today. Tables here. You guys need to be create minimum 5 to 7 tables. Few extended, few don't extend. Extend the table from any other table. Task, CMDB, try to extend any other table. So what to do? Go here and click on the new. So label LNG. Try to put your name. Rajesh underscore something or Namrata underscore something, Ola underscore something, so that it should be meaningful kind of things. Next question. Why it's showing as a U? What this U indicate here? What this U indicate here? Trevor. What this U indicate here? Namrata. These are the fundamentals now.
You means user?
You miss
User? No.
what user? So we have U underscore LNG and maybe we will have X underscore LNG later on. What's the difference between these two? Tell me what is the difference between these two, U and X? These are the questions asked in the interview, guys. Valentine, what is the meaning of the U and what is the meaning of X here? Hmm? Okay. U stand for the user defined. If you find a U word in the beginning of the any table, then it is a created by the user. It is not given by the system. It means this is the first place you can identify it is a custom table or it is a base or the core table or the system table. Okay. X we will discuss later, not now. Otherwise, this topic will not be completed. Okay. So if you find U, then it is a custom table. So I can say LNG underscore batch 10. So U underscore LNG batch 10. Now extend table. From which table you want to extend it? Task, CMDB, what table you want to be extended? Maybe till now you have a thought, Atul, can we extend only two tables? No, put double asterisk. These many tables you can extend it. You think. This is the another thought. Same example. Rajesh want to build a new room and he's thinking which room I should extend it now. Wrong extension results in a wrong things. So you have to be decide. Let's say I'm putting a task table here. Then application as a global because we're in the global now. Create module. This one. You're seeing these options, right? Application and modules. Do you want to create a module? I said yes. Do you want to create a mobile module? Do you want to see in the mobile as well? I said yes. We will discuss this mobile app as well. Don't worry. Add module to menu. So now if I go here and search for the incident, this is module, this is menu. In which menu you want to create? You want to create a new menu or you want to use the previous menu? I said I want to create a new menu. What is new menu name? Learn, grow. Okay, done. Yes, and save. My table has been created. It is a custom table and it is a child table because it is extending the task here. Now let me verify this. So you can see here. This is what module we say learn grow. This is what. So this is the menu name. This is the module name. Now the question comes, why it is coming as a S at the end? Second question for today. Why it is coming as a S at the end? Is there some logic behind that? Try to find out. The reason being I'm saying try to find out because in the sometime in the CS exam, this question has been come. You are creating a new module. What is the correct name of that module? If I put the module name is as a hello, and you have four options. Hello, hellos, hello, post office S, or hellos, single S. And then you know, Are nahi, there's no kind of S. Let's put the answer as a hello. And you're wrong. Okay. Another point. I know it's getting a little late now, but last point. In the task table, when we saw, we have a 70 fields. And here we have a 71 field. Why the one more field came into the picture? Did ServiceNow ask me, Atul Grover, I'm going to create one more field. Are you happy? They did not ask me. Then what is the one more field has been created? We'll discuss this tomorrow. But open question for you. Try to find out that what this one extra field is there and why this S is there. Now, what is the homework for you guys? Create 5 or 7 tables minimum. Few tables don't extend and few tables extend. You can use the menu name like this, learn and grow. You can use my menu only and put it everything there. Or if you want to create your own menu, I have no issue. Create your own menu. That's fine for me. But create it and then find the difference. Okay. Any doubt? Any question, guys?
So, Atul, is there any easy or simplified way where we can see the correlation between, for example, the incident form that you showed, it's referring either to some task or the incident table
Yes, yes,
or
yes, yes. There is a
so.
mechanism.
Mhm.
Let me check. I forget that the hierarchy is there. There is a way. There is a way. Table import. Table rotation. Table stat definition. Nee, give me time, Rajesh. Just ping this question in the WhatsApp chat. I know there's a way to do this part. Even
Okay.
even I check that you want to know that from which table which field is coming, right?
Yeah, I mean, a more better
Yes.
GUI
Yes,
way.
yes, yes, yes. There is a way. Uh, Hierarchy or HIER. नहीं.
I'll post it on the WhatsApp chat.
Yes, put it there because I saw this part and I done in the last time as well. Let me see. Didn't put any note here for this one. Schema or personalized dictionary, right? Maybe by this way. Let me show you. Is any field called schema? Yes, show schema map. I guess this is the right thing which I'm looking for actually. Yes, 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 yes. So this is the thing you can see. So I'm talking about the LNG batch 10. Let me change the table called the incident. Then it is easy for us to be find out. Okay. So you can see it says these things. Now you can see show reference table, that how many table has been used on the incident. Okay. And you can see show referencing table, to whom it has been referencing forward. Extended table and extended table. So now you can see here like this. So it is coming from the task and then incident, and incident have a these many references table. Now if I plus icon this, it will open the that table for me. So like this you can see. If I like this, okay, it's another way to do this part. So this is the only UI available, I can say. Not much. It's little tough to be understand, but this is the only which is given by ServiceNow. So like task you can find out like this. But
So how did
mainly, sorry, go ahead.
how did you search it? The schema we have to
Okay.
write.
So what you have to do, you have to go here and search for the tables. Okay. Open the table which you want to see. Let's say I want to be search for the task table, or let's say incident table. Okay. Open this and then scroll down. You will find a schema here in the related links. Click on
Okay.
this and just click on these as well, both. So reference table and referencing table means where this particular table is used as a referencing, and where this and which tables they are using as a reference from the other ones. So different colors you are seeing that it is a reference table here. Change request. On the incident we have a change request as reference table. Group like this. Okay. If I scroll down, then you can see the parent like this. So it's a combination of the both reference and referencing both, because it's taking the column here, so it has these many columns, and it has these many columns from the task as well. See, 70 fields, right? By this way you can do. Generally, nobody reach or nobody discuss these points. People think, okay, let me go here in the table and I will get the results from there in the list view only. It is a good view, but it is not a downloadable format. You cannot download it.
Oh, okay.
So
We
if you
cannot
want to show
export
your
to.
client, you cannot download in the PDF and you can send it. No, not possible. Just view it. Okay. So maybe try to do this part. Create tables, and in the few tables, let me give the example. When you create a table, uh, few table, mark it this as extensible true. This one, mark it as a true, and then create another table with the help of this table which you created just now, and then go to the schema and see. You will be able to find out the few things very clearly now. Okay, so create 5-7 tables. Okay, you don't know about the field, so don't worry. Let's create the table and try to understand this part, that how the schema look like. Okay, clear, Rajesh?
Yeah, Tul. One last question. So, example, if you go to the instant form,
Okay.
yeah. Now here under number, I want to create another field.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Okay,
We'll go for the field creation tomorrow.
okay, okay.
Okay. So we're going step by step. Now the questions for you to find out first of all. The questions which I give, that why this extra field is there. Right? Because if you go here, let's say I created this table. If I go here and search for the learn and grow and click on this and click on this, I'm getting the fields. Why? Because I extended my table from the task table. Tomorrow we will see how to create a new field under this, or how to create a new field in the table level. This form looks fun. This form looks good. Can I modify this form? Yes, we can modify this form. That is part of the configuration, not the customization. But creation of the field and the table are the customization, not the configuration. Okay. Good. Any other question? Trevor, Namrata, Ola, and Valentine. Any question from your side? Good, Trevor. Namrata, all well?
Yeah, everything is fine. I'm good.
Good. Good. Valentine and Ola. I guess Ola, you're on the posting, so you not speak. Valentine, everything fine? Okay. Let me stop the recording, guys, here. Okay. Thanks, Ola.